first-person shooters. They redefined gaming, reshaped pop culture, and revolutionized how we experience virtual worlds. But which ones truly paved the way for the games we know now? Today, we're counting down the top 10 most influential FPSs of all time. If you're a seasoned gamer or just curious about gaming history, this list might surprise you. So, let's dive in with number 10. Number 10, Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein 3D is the granddaddy of them all. Released in 1992, this game didn't just popularize first-person shooters, it invented the genre we know today. Stealth, action, secret rooms. This game had it all, and it laid out the foundation for every game that was to follow afterwards. The key influences that it brought was the introduction to the first-person shooter, and also it pioneered the maze-like level design. Number 9, Doom. The Wolfenstein set the stage, Doom brought the house down. With its relentless pace, its heavy metal soundtrack, and the blood-pumping action, the game didn't just refine the FPS formula, it redefined it. The multiplayer deathmatches sparked online game revolution as we know it today, while its open modding community ensured its legacy for decades to come. Doom cracked everything up to 11. The intense music, adrenaline-fueled combat, it became a gaming icon pretty much overnight. The intricate level designs, its speedy traversal, online gameplay, where 4 players can connect to a server, duke it out with shotguns, rocket launchers, and anything else they get their hands on, really pushed the boundaries of what FPS games were capable of. To this day, Doom continues to deliver fast, fluid, and ultra-violent gameplay, while setting benchmarks for gaming hardware. And you've probably seen Doom being played on a variety of things, such as a Word document, which is crazy in itself, but just goes back to the legacy that Doom has. And so the question is always asked, can Doom be played on this thing? The key influences is revolutionary multiplayer and a blueprint for game modding itself. Number 8, Half-Life. Valve's Half-Life proved that shooters can be just more than action. They can actually tell story, which was unheard of before this time, realistically speaking. With no cutscenes, immersive elements, and a silent protagonist, this game merged narrative and gameplay like never before. Before Half-Life, enemies would just charge at you while leaving themselves wide open. However, Half-Life did something different. It incorporated realistic AI behavior, turning the game into a strategic first-person shooter. Enemies would force you out of cover instead of turning a corner, just let you gun them down. The single-player FPS world would be revolutionized because of this one game as a whole. Now, its key influences were the environmental storytelling, the physics-based gameplay, and the intelligent enemies. Number 7, Counter-Strike. While the 90s had arena shooters, the year 2000 ushered in a new way to approach shooters. Starting as a Half-Life mod, Counter-Strike grew into the definitive, competitive first-person shooter. The weapons were more realistic and introduced tactical team play, where strategy trumped raw skill. That became the grandfather of esports. Even today, its influence is unmatched. Influences of this game were it popularized team-based tactical shooters and pioneered the esports scene as we know it today. Number 6, Halo Combat Evolved. When Halo Combat Evolved launched with the original Xbox, it was a game changer, not just for the FPS community as a whole, but for Xbox itself. To this point, Xbox was an unproven commodity, and thanks to Halo, thanks to the seamless, epic storytelling with tight gunplay, Halo revolutionized the console shooters and made LAN parties legendary. A lot of gameplay mechanics come directly from Halo, such as regenerative health, a 2-weapon max carry system, and also in its movement mechanics, where one stick was used for movement, while the other was used for looking and aiming. Halo's influence can be seen worldwide, and it still remains a classic to this day. Its key influences was that it popularized the console FPS controls and elevated the narrative of the first-person shooter. Number 5, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Modern shooters owe their DNA to Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Why? With its cinematic campaigns, the addictive multiplayer progression systems, the ranking, it redefined the FPS experience and became a cultural phenomenon. Anyone who had an Xbox 360 knew this was the game to play. It established a modern military genre, created a progression systems for ranks within the FPS community, and kill streaks that kept gameplay exciting and unique. Number 4, Bioshock. Would you kindly consider Bioshock? At the start of the 7th gen console, Bioshock told the world what it was truly capable of for the hardware of this era. With its haunting atmosphere, water effects, lighting and sound design, this masterpiece of a game blended philosophical themes with visceral gameplay, proving FPS games can be more than just a game, and they can be considered art. The underwater city of Rapture remains one of gaming's most iconic settings. Number 3, Team Fortress 2. With its distinct art style and character-based gameplay, Team Fortress 2 set the stage for the modern hero shooter. Its emphasis on teamwork, humor, and updates kept it alive for over a decade. It also introduced the loot crate system, for better or for worse, which is spread throughout gaming, and also it developed the in-game economy system as we know it today. Number 2, Metroid Prime. Taking the Metroid Prime series into the first-person domain was a bold move, but Metroid Prime nailed it. Blending exploration, puzzle solving, and intense combat, it brought a fresh perspective to the FPS genre. The game's visor mechanics and immersive world building and music set it apart as a true masterpiece. Add the game's sound effects into the mix, and it made a game an eerie, yet an explorative atmosphere to it. This influence of the game was led with the fusion of the first-person shooter with exploration and puzzles, and immersive environmental storytelling. Number 1, Goldeneye. And at number 1, the game that proved FPS could dominate the living room was Goldeneye 007. Before this game came out, console players didn't really have a chance to feel what it was like to be James Bond, until Rare brought it to them. Its split-screen multiplayer mode made it a staple of sleepovers everywhere back in the 90s, while its mission-based campaign inspired countless games to come. Its key influences was that it revolutionized multiplayer game on consoles itself, and it inspired cinematic mission design. So, these 10 games didn't just shape the FPS genre, they shaped gaming itself. Which one left the biggest impact on you? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more gaming deep dives and gaming history. Thanks for watching, and see you later.